let's do this. It's first half. I'm defense
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Guys, we have decent so far, but if you guys
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Young forced out to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And his throw is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Terrell Owens, 44 yards. And the Madden Legends were the extra
you can give that to Joey. That thing, the Just Do It can't fit me.
And that was really just a great battle.
It doesn't
for that
fit.
Football on both sides. The result is
The
a
small
touchdown.
Just Do It doesn't
Ordinarily,
fit.
I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Let's go.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers.
See, look how
and for them
small
to
that
touchdown
is.
their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
I tried to
When you
wear
start
it,
plotting
and
for
I'm
this
like,
drive,
bro,
when you
that
start
is
thinking
so
to yourself,
small.
okay, what are we going to
It
do?
only
You don't
reached
go
up
away
to
from
here.
what you did
Look, Mom,
before, because
look,
that
right here.
worked, but you have to be prepared for
Right
wrinkles
to
and
my belly.
counters, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later. That's too small.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40.
We can give that stuff to Joey. Joey likes running. That's not small.
Hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Roethlisberger will throw. James has got it. Complete. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. 6, a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Mommy, can you put it in my backpack for tomorrow?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Except that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The holes?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, that's not my
Bush is still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I mean, Sarah Noble School shirt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
You can give that to Joey.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
No, I mean that black shirt thing.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I got a mosquito bite on my head.
Of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty big.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to
doing
my head,
Mom, I have a
you have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5.
I am back, guys.
15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in the back row watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All right, then I don't know what else you want to bring, but you have your
The 2nd down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Keep it going.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports.
Just
after
happened.
this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
I think this is too risky, guys.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they might have to change accordingly.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. We have hit halftime. Still 2. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Young to throw it. Elude into pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
It's Young on first down. On the screen, here's LT. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you throw it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. But Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and
Whenever
goal.
when people
But
play
that
that
close to the
way,
goal line,
you gotta
that
be
still definitely
serious.
hurts.
No fooling around. I'm serious right now. I'm serious right here. I'm serious right here, baby. And that's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Down. If you guys want to see if it was a really touchdown, if it was really a touchdown here, I'll show you real quick. Let me zoom in. So this is what, if you guys want to see if it was really touchdown or not, here's slow image. Let me go in a little bit closer. Like, that's that good for you guys? I hope it is. And this is what happened. If you look at his cleats, if you go a little bit more down, you'll see that you can tell that he actually did, because you can tell by his feet. Look, 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 look. You can tell that that foot right there is his, and he touched that. I know that's weird, that it glitched, but look, he still touched it no matter. He still got it no matter what. See, he just like, bam. And look, you can also tell because his foot was right on that. Yep, and bam. Touchdown.
And the Madden legends have broken the tie. Anderson on
This
for
is
the
not
extra
being a
point.
tie, bro. Like, Steelers, you can't even mess with me at all. Don't mess with me,
Extra point by
Steelers.
Anderson,
Like,
up
come
and
on, you
good.
think you'll
And
win?
the lead is now 21-14.
Think you'll really win? I wouldn't be too happy for you, because that's not happening. This
Anderson
one's
now to
gonna be
kick
high in the
this one
sky.
away.
Sometimes you should
This
do
is
high
taken about
kicks.
7 yards deep.
If you're a pro
And
like
no
me,
run back here. This will be a touchback,
cool.
and it comes out to
But
the
if you're a rookie,
25-yard line.
keep trying with
Big
rookie.
Ben and the Steelers
Keep
with a
trying like
first and
2 more
10
rounds
at
with
their
rookie.
25-yard
That's
line.
good for you. Can you do a little bit better with that? Go on
Now,
pro.
whistles here
Way
before
better.
the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert.
Yeah, so try 2 rookie games and see if that's good for you. But if it's not, try like a little bit more, and then till you think like you got way better than you did last time, go on pro, and then when you're like good with pro, do all pro, and then yeah. Then after you're like a Madden player, like a good Madden player, and after you finish those and you're like so good, do all Madden player. You're all Madden. Like it's like, yeah, I'm a pro so far.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here.
Don't mess with us. Don't mess with
They
us.
get 8 yards
Don't
back
mess with
there, and
us.
they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he slips up past
What?
the 45
There's no
before
way.
being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Guys, if we get them
Partner, this is
stuck
one of
right
the
here,
best routes
they're
anyone
gonna have
can
to
have in
kick
their
it to us.
offensive playbook.
They might kick it
Tough
off
to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
trying to get
A
them
well
stuck
thrown
right
ball.
here.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in
No,
throwing the football because
you're
of the
getting
timing of the
pushed.
route.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
You're getting pushed.
10 yards on the
I
pickup
don't even
there.
care.
It'll be 2nd down.
I don't.
Well, he made that catch knowing
But I'm
full
doing
well that at
X
the end of
with
it,
0
he's going to
blitz.
catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team
Oh
that
my
can
gosh, you're
absorb
gonna
pop,
blitz
it's
on
him.
you. Oh, you're gonna be. You're gonna get
They'll
blitzed
run
on.
it now out of the
You're gonna
gun.
get blitzed
And
on,
he's
kid.
gonna be met
Don't
at
mess
the
with
line of
us.
scrimmage and
Don't mess
taken
with the
down.
legends. Don't mess with the
Officially,
legends.
it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They got to get the ball in his hands
Don't
somehow
mess with
and
the
create some
legends.
space
Don't mess
because
with the
they're
legends.
losing
Don't
this
mess
game.
with the
Defensively, you gotta key in on
legends.
Bell. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Don't mess with the legends.
Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And it's a unit last drive.
You guys think I'm good
get
at
it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield,
that was pretty stupid.
other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking
I might pass the X or circle. Those are the farthest and openest ones, probably.
Here's Steve Young on second down, being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, when he feels the pressure,
that's like he ripped it out of my hands.
Most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run.
If you guys saw me have that and he like ripped it out of my hands, please tell me. Like,
after the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't
drop the ball.
Got hit.
Drop
ball
that
ball.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And McDonald here over the middle.
I had that. He dropped it. He dropped it. He just dropped it.
Receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
No way.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it down.
Don't mess with the legends. Don't mess with Bell.
That leads to a 4th down. Instead of
That's
throwing
what
it
I'm talking
downfield,
about.
Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
Let's go. You're not making that. What are you talking? What do you think?
He'll have
You
a
think
tough
you
time
can get
living
that?
that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in
Dumber
on those
than
key
my
downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen,
The
hey,
Steelers
3rd down
way dumber
situation,
than my
big
mom.
3rd
My
down
mom
alert, lock
is
in here.
smarter
4th
than
down
him
play.
not to
Make
do
sure you
that.
focus just a little bit
Never
extra.
do that.
It didn't pay off in that
Just so you
situation.
know.
He's still rumbling, isn't he?
Just like
Still
me.
looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I got
And
2
he's
yards.
going to lose yardage here. It's a
How did
loss
I
of a
lose
yard
yards?
there, and now 2nd down.
How did I lose?
I know they've got to be careful not
You
to go
guys
to the well
think
too often,
I
but
really
it's a
lost
fine line,
yardage?
isn't it?
Please,
Because
like,
sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Running right, here's Sanders. A second spin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, they're pushing me
It was
back.
Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
And this is why the
You
head
guys
coach
think I
gets
can
paid
do
the big
this?
bucks.
Please
Look at where they
subscribe.
are in this situation, partner.
Oh, I'm so
Do you
scared.
throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you
So
run it
scared
again
'cause
and
this
trust
is
your
so
defense
risky.
and make sure you take care of the ball?
This is not risky, kids.
What kind of options do you
Oh!
have here
I got the spin moves. Ooh, I got those spin moves. So guys, let's see if that 22 is on offense and defense. I need to see.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion.
Guys, I need to see if that dude's on defense and offense.
Possession of the football as we come back. They've got a
Yep, guys, he's defense and offense. Yeah. Okay. Coming. See you guys next time. I'll finish this round, and I'll finish this round when I broadcast it again and make this YouTube channel. So see ya. Have a good day. But first, I'm gonna do this last run. I'm gonna do this run play, and let's see if I can do this real quick. See if I can do this real quick.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A decent run there following.